I just spoke to my brother over the phone about 10 or 15 minutes ago, and he says that there are bursts of gunfire everywhere near the Green Square, which is the central part of Tripoli. He said that there are at least other 9 hotspots of conflicts and clashes with the army and what they call the Revolutionary Guard, those who follow the regime of Colonel Gaddafi, in 9 other places. The place is fully packed with army and what they called the Special Protection Battalions that follow the orders of Colonel Gaddafi. He said that we can see the blood on the street, but he can't give me any figure, and he is not sure whether there are casualties or not. But he says that we can see the blood on the street, and it is everywhere now in Tripoli, because it started yesterday, but today it is far more intense than anywhere happened before. Actually, I was watching before I called him, I was watching what Saif al-Islam al-Gaddafi was giving his threat. It's not a message, it is a threat on the voice of Saif al-Islam, because Colonel Gaddafi can no longer go live to talk to the Libyan people. They will never listen to him, but he tried to use his son, Saif al-Islam, who used to be like the angel coming to Libya, the one who is leading the correction movement in Libya, trying to move all the old symbols of the regime and trying to establish what he said, Libya for a future.
So, Nader, how long ago did that address take place of Muammar Gaddafi's son?
What do you mean?
When he addressed the nation, talking of these threats that were approaching Libya?
I mean, the speech, as he said, it wasn't prepared. It is actually, he is speaking his father's voice.
Yep.
He is sending this message to the Libyans: we have guns and you have guns. We have the army and the battalions, and you have nothing.
Okay, you said you were speaking to your brother.
Yes.
He's in Tripoli. Has he been involved in the protests himself? Is he on the streets now?
Yes, he is. He is on the street. You know, it is now past the midnight. But he said the Green Square, which is the central part of Tripoli, parts of in front of the court of Tripoli Court, where the people are protesting there. There are couple of other places, especially there is bursts of intense gunfire in the area of Bab al-Aziziyah, which is the residential place for Colonel Gaddafi. And he is in Tripoli. It is the place like his home, his place. There's intense bursts of gunfire. Actually, he said no one can go that area because of the blockade. Like he said, there are different troops wearing different, the army, they are color-coded, and he said these are of the special troop, which are, their main aim is to protect.
Nader, we've heard of so many deaths, at least 200 deaths in Benghazi. What have you heard about deaths in Tripoli? There's protesters being shot by military and government forces.
As I said, honestly, I don't have figures on Tripoli because it just started yesterday and no one can confirm exactly what happened. I tried to contact my colleagues in hospitals, but the landlines were disconnected. There is no landlines in Tripoli now. There is no internet connections. Only in few places they have mobile phones, or if they use satellite phones, which are not very available and very popular.
So you were able just to talk to your brother on a mobile phone, were you there from?
On a mobile phone, and it was very unclear. You have to go to special areas near the hotspots so you can get the connection.
Yeah. And what areas does it appear the protesters are targeting?
Actually, the whole Tripoli, the whole city is going up because they cannot gather in one place like what happened in Benghazi, where tens of thousands of people went marching down the streets of Benghazi. It is very difficult for Tripoli because it is fully packed with the army. So a group, a couple of hundreds in one place, a couple of hundreds in another place. What I know, at least there are 10 pockets.
What's your feeling about what's going to happen in Tripoli over the next 12 or 24 hours?
Only God knows. I mean, you can imagine what someone can do if he killed 1,200,000 in Muslim prison a couple of years ago, and they posed no threat to him personally. You can imagine someone like this, what he can do when he feels that he himself is actually in danger. You can imagine what does it mean when you bring African mercenaries to slaughter your own people. Thank God we didn't, at least my brother said he haven't seen any one of them in Tripoli, but definitely we have confirmation that in the eastern parts of Libya, they are captured. You can go to YouTube and you can find them. They are mercenaries paid by the government to kill its own base, to kill his own people. You can imagine to use the anti-arm ammunition, live ammunition, 14.5 anti-helicopter ammunitions against unarmed civilians.
Yep. Okay, Nader, thanks very much for talking to us, and obviously we'll be keeping a close eye on what's happening in Libya over the next 24 hours.